Libra. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Welcome in. Welcome to the channel. If you are familiar with the space, welcome back. So good to see you. Well, not really see you, but feel you in this space. But if you're new, welcome in. This is a channel where I channel messages that come from the stream of cosmic consciousness that we all have access to if we are attuned, right? If we just choose to tap in to that energy pool. But welcome in, hear the message from start to finish. Definitely watch the whole video. If as you're watching it, messages do resonate, then definitely give me a thumbs up. It helps with the analytics and being able to push my video out so that other people may also see this video that may need to hear a message. And if at the end of the video you fuck with the vibe and you want more of these videos, then hit that subscribe button, because that also helps me to not only just connect with you, but know that I am doing something of service that you enjoy. Turn that bell notification on so you're made aware as soon as I upload. And also feel free to share it with other Libras that you know, or just other people that you feel may resonate with what I touch on. This is a general reading, so it's not always going to pick up on your specific energies, but it could be those in your surrounding that may need to hear the message. Okay, so just take what actually applies to you specifically, leave the rest, or give it to another person to digest. You have the Ace of Swords. I'm hearing sneak peek. There's something going on with you, Libras. You guys are either filmmakers, you guys are promoters of some sort, you're working on something. There's definitely something in the works here. You have, as I was showing you, the Ace of Swords, followed by the Six of Swords, followed by the Lovers. The Lovers. If you're dealing with a Gemini or you have very strong Gemini placements, definitely go check out the video. It should be uploaded at this point because Gemini is ruled by Mercury, and so that would have been uploaded on Wednesday. So yes, definitely go check out the Gemini video. If you're dealing with a Gemini, gigolos, I'm hearing gigolos spending lots of dough. They did have a lot of money coming in. You might be separating from a Gemini. Let's take a closer look. Bottom of the deck, you have the Temperance, the Page of Wands, and the Nine of Wands. Heavy Sag energy coming through too. So Libra, you can be dealing with the Sag. That placement within you is activated, and or this is somebody that is about to appear into your life to teach you all about spirituality. Some of you guys, you're disconnected. I'm hearing apathetic right now. Your emotions, you're not really connecting on an emotional level with anybody. You may feel like you are displaced, feel like you don't fit in. I'm hearing foster. Some of you guys might be in a foster home, have grown up in a foster home, and or wanting to adopt a foster child. Something with foster is coming through. Could be a last name too. But as far as that foster energy, maybe you're dealing with themes surrounding like abandonment issues, and or just somebody being emotionally unavailable, and or again like detached. So this can be you, this can be somebody you've been dealing with. Paternal figure, maternal figure, can be a lover here, like somebody that you were romantically involved in, or somebody that you had interest in at one point. You guys could be at an impasse right now. You're having to determine whether or not you can ever break through the wall of this person. The guard is definitely up here. Why is their guard up? I kind of want to clarify that. Some of you guys are dealing with people that have trust issues. Again, it can be because they have been abandoned earlier on in their childhood. And or just could have been betrayed, violated, disrespected by somebody in the past. You have the King of Wands and the Two of Cups as clarifiers. They're afraid. That's what this is. They're afraid. They come off as like being this like really macho, dominant, alpha male or female, he, she, they, whatever pronouns are being used with the people that you're connecting with romantically. Could be platonically, but really this is more of like a love reading. So let's be real. But they come off as like somebody that just has it all together and are wanting to have that demeanor, you know, coming off as very cool and unbothered, even nonchalant. I'm picking up on that energy here, because they don't want you to know that deep down, you really give this person butterflies. Like they, in their heart of hearts, feel like you are their soulmate, and this could be something that is foreign, you know, something that is new. They don't have any like knowledge about these types of feelings and emotions and sensations that come through when they connect with you, and or vice versa energy, right? And so it scares them because they have a lot to lose, or feel like they have a lot to lose. And so this can be something that paralyzes this person from being able to truly express themselves in conversation. They may be more short, whereas like when they're not in your presence, it's like they turn into a puddle. You know, they have the soliloquy, they just poems for days about you, and or just, you know, just wish that they could truly just show you, like rip open their chest and show you that their heart like truly beats for you. They may have a hard time with being romantic because you have the King of Wands, and then you have, again, as I was telling you, the Temperance, the Page of Wands, and the Nine of Wands at the bottom of the deck. You see how that's kind of like chaotic energy? So they have a hard time like expressing themselves and or being romantic, again, because Wands energy talks about passion. Somebody can be somebody can be trying to play hard to get even here. They don't want to come off as like too easy. So for some of you, you've come out of a relationship where maybe the person was emotionally unavailable, right? And so you have this new connection, this new budding relationship with somebody that you feel even more connected to and close with. Maybe it's causing some cognitive dissonance here with this Ace of Swords, because you thought that the person that you just separated from was somebody that you could confide in, that you could love, you know, and cherish, you know, and just evolve and grow with. And so, yeah, you thought you loved them, but now you have this new connection, and it's like, whoa, this is like fireworks. This is just completely different. And so how is it that I feel like I love that person, but now I love this person? You know, it can be that energy going on, just having a very challenging time when it comes to being able to sort out your emotions. If you're dealing with a water sign, they naturally absorb other people's energy. And so if you guys have been having a little bit of conflict, things have been feeling a little bit tense, and or you feel like they're disconnected, it's nothing to take personal. They just need some space with this Two of Cups here, to purge with this King of Wands and the energy that came through at the bottom of the deck. They need their own space to be able to purge all of that which is not of them, so that they can genuinely connect with you and you really be able to see them for who they are and be able to take them in, right? And understand their own energetic signature. Sometimes water signs can embody the characteristics of other people, and it's oftentimes unintentional, like they don't even know that they're doing it. And so if they're asking for a little bit of space, it's only to go through this process so that they can find themselves again within the madness of all in which they feel, so that they can, you know, again, be back to themselves here. If this is just about personalities, you guys are different. Like you, Libra, you're an air sign. You tend to be indecisive, but also you tend to be a little bit more rational and logical, whereas there's somebody else that you may be connecting with that is a little bit more spontaneous, more of a risk taker, somebody that they act first and think later. And so it's just having, with this temperance energy, patience and giving them grace, to be themselves and to have time to learn all the ways that they cause like damage to themselves. How am I trying to say that? All the ways that their certain behavior traits can harm them. Just giving them the time to learn that for themselves, because I feel like this person is a little stubborn, a little hard-headed with this Wands energy here. And so they have to learn by doing. And so as long as you can allow for this person to make some mistakes and hiccups along the way, then you guys really have you have a future. There's a bright future, right? It's just learning how to deal with the conflicts, and the tension that arises when it's apparent that you guys aren't on the same page. Okay. So there's that. I'm not really seeing too much about money, but again, if you have like Gemini placements, heavy Gemini placements, or you're dealing with a Gemini, you can rest assured that there is some financial security on the way. The only money energy that I'm seeing here is at the Six of Coins that was at the bottom of the deck, like under everything, with the Empress. And so that's something that's going to come through later for you guys. It's nothing that is requiring your immediate attention. It's more so whatever connection you have, and just being patient enough to let this person let their walls down, like let their guard down. If it's not you, and if it is you, just working on that. And how can you work on that? Talk therapy, venting to people that actually care about you. So that can also come through with the Lovers. If this isn't anybody romantic, you have a lot of anger, pent up aggression, resentment, maybe just more heavy feelings and emotions towards certain figures. This can be maternal figures, paternal figures, people that you just thought the world of at one point and that you still love so much, but that just continue to disappoint you and let you down. So you can be having a lot of those feelings coming up at this time. And so the best way to work through that is, again, to just talk through it. And if you can't talk with anybody, you don't trust anybody, or you don't have the resources or the funds to get an actual therapist, maybe because the cost is so high, I'm here as a resource. And if you just can't afford money at all, try to find a friend or a family member, really more so like a family member here, if you can, to, again, vent to and talk through it. And or maybe you want to write it out, and or maybe you are able to go to a demolition room to let out some of that aggression if you don't have the words for it right now. And that can really provide more mental clarity for you if you find that you just can't see the light at the end of the tunnel through all of the anger, or just, again, feelings of disappointment. And or did I say write it out? Yeah, I think I did. Like through like a diary, journaling, or something like that. Or just doing like handiwork, like DIY projects, or being able to channel all of that frustration into some form of artistic expression, like music. Again, like I was saying, like a sneak peek. Some of you guys, you might be channeling all of that frustration and or just these emotions that you have into a certain art form. And so it'll be a surprise to those in your environment to see what it is that you've been working on. And they get a glimpse at all of the, what do I want to say? They get to see like a glimpse of who you really are, right? There's a certain level of transparency that's going to come through with whatever project you release, media form. This could be like a movie you're working on, a documentary you're working on, a book, again, that you're working on, film, photography that you're working on here. Something where you are serving as like a reflection. I don't want to say mime work, but because that word came through, like I saw that word, I'll just say that. Or just something like that, where you're doing like an installation room, like at an art gallery or something. People get to see you, you know, your vulnerability, you are naked, truly, right? You're bearing all right now for the world to see and to judge and or criticize. And I don't mean judge or criticize in like a negative way, but it's like them being able to have a different take, a different perspective of who you are as a person, of all the things that you've overcome, and just how confidently you can stand in your power, you know, and in your mistakes, and your flaws, and whatever shortcomings you may feel that you have. So a lot of people are really going to be seeing just how creative you are, or creative knack, or this is really just the tip of the iceberg for, again, something that you come to find is ultimately like your mission, your life's work that you do. Being behind the camera, being a director, and or being in front of and serving as the muse. And so it's that type of relationship also, like you're taking these concepts I'm speaking of and applying that into your more intimate relationships, like where you're serving as the director, lead character, and serving as the director. No, director's behind the scenes, where you're serving as the director, the observer, you know, of sorts. And then when you get to then embody the energy of the main character and being the muse, to be adorned, you know, to serve as that source of inspiration. And so it's like that give and take type of relationship, that ebb and flow that you're learning to understand and appreciate, and find inspiration from, right? And these connections, like you don't always have to be the one making the decisions. You can take the back seat. Like, you are safe in these spaces that you find yourself in with these people that you have come to know maybe more recently. They may feel like more kindred spirits than your own personal family. So you may cling to them or just gravitate towards them. Let's use that word, because clinging would indicate that you have a codependency, and we're not that type of channel. I'm not here to hold you hostage to anything, any ideology. You are free to grow and evolve as you choose to, you know, at your pace. And so just be careful if you find yourself being very clingy, that you work on the codependency that you have and where that stems from, right? You have to get to the root of whatever comes up emotionally when it does, so that it doesn't continue to resurface. You're not consistently having to pull those same weeds. You can move on to new lessons and just new adventures, you know? So yeah, that's what I'm seeing for you guys here. These people that you're gravitating towards and or that you're interacting with, it's like, again, like just a new appreciation for the dynamics of life, you know, appreciating the contrast. Because I feel like before, you guys would take it hard when something maybe didn't go your way, or just the way that you would judge a situation and or judge a person. And oftentimes, you know, just kind of dismiss it before you got to see it in its full glory. Now it's like you're taking the time to, again, extend that grace and have that patience and allow for things to really emerge as they are, and finding, for lack of a better word, just like finding the lesson in it, you know? So that's what's coming through, Libra. It's a word, honey. I'm gonna have to watch this back just for my own personal well-being to see how this could affect me. But yeah, at this time, you know, give this video a thumbs up, share it with other Libras that you know, or just other people that you feel could, I don't want to say learn. Why can't I talk now? just share with other people that you feel could take something from this video, you know, and turn again the bell notification on, subscribe, hit me up if you want a personal reading. But if I don't hear from you, then please just take care of yourself and soul until you see me again. Okay, ciao.